went to Puerto Rico, and the pastor, Pastor Marvin, had asked us to minister to a couple who had been out of church for several years. They had been a leader in a previous church, and they had been really hurt. But they started coming to La Viña de Mayagüez, that's the name of it, and they were being pastored and ministered. And so so last year I decided to preach about missions and actually church planting, specifically church planting, and why were we there? To help them to plant churches in Puerto Rico. And so at the end, I issued a call for anyone who believed that God was talking to them about church planting. Well, Eddie and Alice came forward, and they said they think that they're ready to get back in it, and kind of all in, get back in it, and do church planting again. By the following year, which is this February, 2 weeks before we came, the church had blessed them to eventually plant the church in another town. So when we got there 2 weeks later, we had asked that they help us to do ministry. We do what we call treasure hunting, where we have a group of team members go out and ask God for clues as to a treasure, a person that they could go to and pray for. So we, of course, invited the locals, Eddie and Alice, to be part of those teams. So in one incident, the team had gotten a blue building, someone had gotten a big fish, and then someone else had seen a bunch of fish, a lot of fish. And so Eddie told the group, well, I think you guys didn't get it this time because this is not a coastal town, this is an inland town, and so I think you missed it. Joe, and one of the team members, said, well, we don't know, let's just see what they'll, because these are very specific words. So they started walked half a block, turned the corner, and as soon as they turned the corner, they saw a big blue building with a huge fish painted right across the building, and about 7 aquariums, a bunch of aquariums full of fish. And so they were like amazed, praising God. And of course, that is, at that point, it's so easy to do ministry because God had just spoken so clearly. So they went and they asked the manager, you know, here are some clues that we were looking for a treasure. We found you. Can we pray for you? She said, yes, please come on in. They prayed for her. That team also led someone else to Christ on the streets doing the treasure hunting. Eddie was so impacted that he and Marvin had decided to look for a location in the town to one day meet for church planting. And they, after going to a hotel, that they were very amenable to having a church group come in. They gave them a fantastic $45 a week to have a location there. And so they decided right then and there, and I think we're going to start this church in 4 weeks. We're going to start it in Easter. And so since this Easter, they have started meeting in that church. The staff of the hotel likes them so much that they set up for them the whole church, the tables, the chairs, everything they need. So all they have to do is walk in and everything is set up. Now they're getting a ballroom, a bigger place for them in the hotel for a very small amount of funds. And so they're able to do this. They already have about, I believe, about 25 people already meeting, and this is since March 31st.